Hello YouTube, Gibby here. As you can see in the description, I got finger banged. And yes, that's right, I did. Not by my doctor, which I did have that done too, but that's a different kind of finger bang. We'll talk about that another day. But get your prostates checked. That's important. Anyways, this was a couple years ago. I'm 24 now, and this probably happened when I was 21 or 22. I'm not sure. It was towards my later years in college. And I was hooking up with a chick. She was hot. And obviously, she was a little weird though. One of my buddies actually ended up sleeping with her not long ago when I ran into him when I went and visited college again. And he said he punched her. Or, sorry, reverse that. She punched him while they were sleeping together. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. She slapped me one time and I told that bitch to get her fucking hands off me. And I turned over doggy style. But, so my story begins. She's slobbing on my knob. You know, no big deal. And when I'm getting head, I don't like to just lay there like a stiff board. I like to get some leverage. So I'm laying down on my back, and I have my feet up, like my knees up in the air like that. And you know, she's cupping the balls, doing all the good work that a good girl does. And you know, she started getting a little frisky, and she started using her hand a lot more, like like pushing on the gooch and stuff like that. You know, I'm cool with that. And I noticed she was like using her fingers like in her mouth and a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden I was told her I was getting ready to bust it. So what do? I shouldn't have told her that, first of all. She thought it was a great idea to shove her finger up my ass and then give me a fucking rectal exam. Not cool. So I start squirming like a fucking demon, and I'm just like kicking and screaming, and then all of a sudden I fucking bust my load, and then it didn't stop there. She fucking kept trying to ram it in me, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck out. So then I straighten out. My legs are perfectly straight like a board now, trying to get her finger out of my ass. I'm squirming like a fish out of water. Absolutely horrible. But I can't say I hated it. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't like it. So if any girls are watching this, don't finger my butt, because it's not a good way to turn me on. But so that was my finger banging story. Really good time, I guess. I don't know if that was a good time or not. She was a good lay, so that was a good time. But other than that, it was a little sketchy. But anyways, what else did I do in college? Oh, drinking Call of Duty games. Me and my buddy, Jay Wolf, I think he has a YouTube channel. I'll post a link if I can think of it. But we used to play drinking games to Call of Duty. We would pick the most ridiculous classes that we could ever think of. Like in Modern Warfare, when that first came out, we would pick like the Scorpion with an ACOG sight and just retarded shit like that. Just make it as hard as possible for each other to get kills. And we're both pretty good at the game. I personally don't like Call of Duty anymore, but I'll still play it occasionally. But we were good at the game, and we'd set marks for each other. All right, if you don't get 30 kills with this shitty ass combination, you gotta take 2 shots of whatever. And at the time we were drinking Fleischmann's, which, in case you're not from America, I don't know if that's a worldwide drink. It's like shit vodka that's cheaper than hell. It's not good stuff. But so we do that and just go ape shit, and I did that with a Scorpion. I got 50 kills in a round. Absolutely hilarious. But we used to do that shit all day and all night back in college, just getting like blackout drunk playing Call of Duty. And then before we knew it, it was already fucking bar closed, and our chance to ever score with any woman was completely out the window. But, you know, shit happens. What are you gonna do? We used to also play beer pong, and well, I guess it's not beer pong because we didn't use beer. There was multiple times where we used like WAP, which I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like just a mixture of a bunch of shit. We used to use fruit punch, stuff like that. Then just mix in just millions of different kinds of vodkas and top it off with whatever that 100 proof shit is. It's like wheatgrass, some bullshit. I don't remember what it is, but it's like pure alcohol. If you light it on fire, it glows blue, and it just is poison. But we used to mix that in there and just get hammered. Or we just use straight up shots of vodka. But we had to use more than like a shot, because if you made it in just one shot of vodka in like one of those red cups, it would fucking tip it over. So we always had to put more than enough in there to make sure it didn't, can't waste anything. We're poor college kids, So that's what we used to do. And I can't tell you how many times We got blackout drunk. I found my roommate sleeping on the kitchen counter one time, like half hanging off. I don't know how the fuck he did that, but it was absolutely hilarious. But if any of you guys are in high school thinking about going to college, or don't think you're smart enough or something, dude, fucking go, man. It's the best time you'll ever have in your entire life. It's like the one time where you can go get fucked up 6 nights a week and you're not considered an alcoholic. So that's my tip of the day. Go to college, get good grades first of all, so you can, have that to bank on too. But get fucked up. It's fun. But the video's about to wrap up. I appreciate all the likes and comments, you guys. It really helps me grow. I'm up to like 225 subscribers right now, and that's all you guys. So I appreciate that a lot. If you like it, share it around, tell some friends, whatever you guys want to do. But I appreciate the time again, YouTube, and have a great rest of the week.